4 in the morning, I'm thinking about money. I need it, I want it, I can't even sleep. Could be gone any moment. Know the cops looking for me. I'm not stopping or slowing, cause I gotta. Trappers, we are back today. It's D.I. the Henny Man, battle rap trapping. We definitely got the streets. All right, summer madness coming. You see the VS crew in the building, man. What up? We got something to talk about. How y'all feeling?
We definitely got something to talk about because not only is summer madness coming, it's coming to London. So come on,
London.
London had to come back, pop back up so we could talk about this because there is so much going on in London that weekend. I'm excited.
Big excited, yeah.
Man, shout out to battle rap, shout out to London, man. Like the culture is all over the world, man. And you know what I'm saying? London, battle rap got a special place in London. London got a special place in battle rap. So yeah, I can't wait to talk about it.
All right, so first of all, man, we're not going to do predictions just yet, y'all. Okay. But I do want to talk about the main event, which is Twork versus Loaded Lux. I want to talk about keys to victory and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But before we get into it, we are blessed to be the only platform, I believe, with representation on both sides of the pond. So we got to ask our resident London correspondent.
There you go.
I did it. That was
cool.
Yeah. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? London Jim, what's the temp like over there for this joint right here, man? Summer madness coming. What they talking about over there?
The energy is high. The energy is high. If you were here the first time that Summer Madness rolled in and the URL rolled into London, then you're excited for the comeback. If you weren't there, like myself, if you missed it because you were a dickhead, then I just, you know, I'm speaking from my perspective here now. I just cannot wait to see the URL in London, see the big stars on a big stage. Steelyard is a dope venue. Like there's something kind of magical about it. And yeah, you know, the card, the lineup as it is so far is epic, and it's Lux in London. Right, that's the slogan he came out talking
that's
about.
The shirt. Yeah, he got the merch, everything. Merch,
Lux in London, and I think that's the biggest thing on this. You know, that's the biggest. I think the most impactful thing about this event in London. Lux in London. Now,
okay, boo, whoa,
his debut.
I'm glad you said that.
The London debut. You know. Lux has fans all around the world, right? And but I think the London audience as well, we love Lux's style. Like we love the rappers. Like, you know, we really appreciate intricate writing over here as well. So I think yeah, and it being his London debut, you know, that's the biggest talking point that I'm seeing. But that, yeah, the energy is super high. The energy is super high for this as a whole battle rap weekend. And, you know, it's the big stars, it's the big names who we don't get to see over here. We get to watch them through a screen, or, you know, you have to jump on a plane to go and see them. To have, you know, the guys that you've been watching, some people half their lives, right? Come over and get to see them in the flesh. The atmosphere in that building is going to be electric.
No, and then you just said it's a battle rap weekend, so we got the by the pound. First of all, shout out T-Top and Straight Drop. I'm nominating T-Top and Straight Drop for the best event titles in the culture right now.
Facts.
Every joint got something to do with trapping for real, man. And this is by the pound is brilliant. Shout out to T-Top or whoever came up with that right there. But we got the by the pound event, which is basically US versus UK.
Yeah, it's a full card of UK versus US. We've got the first ever UK versus US women's battle headlining the event. Like that's super crazy. I can't wait to see what those ladies put on. There's not a scene for the women over here, so for Straight Drop to come over and shine a light on the women as well as shining the light on the UK, right? I think is dope. We've got a lot of amazing rappers over here, and yeah, I think to do this kind of bridge building
I love it.
event on this weekend as well. It's all eyes on London, and I think it's dope that Straight Drop are spotlighting the MCs.
Especially with Drake just doing that fucking world war he just did. You know what I mean? Trying to turn everybody against each other. And you just mentioned the female. Something I noticed from looking at female UK battles. When American females come over there, from Jazz the Rapper to Coffee Brown, like they really get embraced. Like they really enjoy. I don't know. Is it a reason behind that? Like they really like enjoy that. Like
yeah, I think it's weird, right? Because we literally there is no women's scene. There has you know, in the past sort of since I've been outside, there is, you know, maybe one or two female rappers across the whole UK and Ireland, right? That's 4 or 5 countries. England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, Northern. It's 5 countries. I have to count. That's shameful. That's 5 countries, and we don't have female representation. But the audience eat it up. They lap it up. Like they love to see, like you said, the Jazz, the Coffees, Bonnies come over here, like, and they love it. You know, they get a lot of love.
Bonnie.
Yeah, it's something.
I need to leave her out.
Yeah, it's something different, and I think the scene is ripe for it, right? The scene is ripe for it. So this battle coming at this time, I think, can do some important things and can really start to build a lane for women over here, because yeah, the audience love it. I remember seeing Coffee. Now Coffee is not only she's a woman, but she's, you know, she's a present, she's gritty, she's street, she talks the way she talks, and it's not a talk the UK audience are used to hearing, especially from a woman. And I wasn't sure how she would be received. I was hopeful, but to see the love that she gets and the reciprocal, like the energy going between Coffee and the crowd back to her is something special. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. It's going to be an amazing weekend.
Hell yeah, man. Man, if only I could be there. That's the only thing that would make it better. You feel me? You feel me? But one more thing before we get into this keys to victory. And just so y'all know, because we didn't do this in pre-pro, man, I just want us all to name at least one thing that these rappers should do and one thing that they tend to do that maybe they shouldn't do. But name as many as you want. You know what I mean? Whatever your version of keys to victory. But just to give you something to think about real quick. But Shotty Horroh is making his URL debut. We got 2 debuts on this card. A-Ward. We're going to talk about A-Ward when we do the predictions. But this is Shotty in the UK. Talk to me, Jen. What's up?
I can't believe that I didn't mention that. I cannot believe that I didn't mention that. Right, there's several factors here, right? Shotty don't battle often. Shotty does not come outside often. We haven't seen him since Shuffle T. That was a couple of years ago. And that was like the time before we saw him before that was John, and that was like 5 years before that or something. And that was a comeback in its like Shotty is a rare, you know, is a rare appearance. So to see him in London on a big card is always really exciting. To see him on his URL debut, like, is insane. Like, it's insane. I think it's something the UK audience have wanted for a long time. There was a bit of tension between Shotty and URL and Shotty's league premiere. Like, there was a bit of tension for a while, and it almost looked like maybe we will never see Shotty on URL. And when Summer Madness was announced, and it, you know, Shotty just had the Shine battle as well, that was the loudest call. That was the loudest call. We need Shotty on.
It had to happen. I feel like it had to happen. I feel like it had to happen. I feel like Shotty probably respectfully, not being in his business, I feel like he probably made it easy for them. Like, hey, listen, man, I want this just as bad as y'all need this, because I feel like URL needed it, and they get a lot of flack. And then boom, Summer Madness in London, main event crazy, debut at A-Ward, who already went out there and had a classic. You got all of the keys to make this perfect. URL needed Shotty Horroh just to bring it all the way home.
Yeah,
Shotty Horroh got screwed on a couple situations. Let's be real. You know what I mean? As far as that was supposed to happen, it didn't happen. So it just makes so much sense. And I feel like Shotty, like, yo, fresh off the K-Shine battle, he was so happy to battle in New York. You know what I mean?
And that meant so much to him.
Turn around. I feel like it's so. If that was shout out to K-Shine, because he gave Shotty his New York battle without it having to be his URL debut. So now we got to see him battle in New York, and then turn around and battle in London on URL. Shout out to Shotty for that. Shout out to them for making this happen, bro. I'm very excited, and not for nothing. And we gonna talk about it, Shotty, because that don't mean I think you gonna win, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, come on, man.
He is going against Big Geach. You know what I mean? Hold up, man. I don't want no smoke yet. I see your face.
No, because we'll save that talk. We'll save that talk because you seem hella confident. You seem
you know what happened was
you you don't know who Shotty Horroh is.
I just realized I was only talking about one half of the battle, so I had to make sure I was. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Hey, Nitty, bro, I'm gonna hit you as soon as this show over, bro. Yeah. I just had to shout out. My bad. I know that was ghetto, y'all, but that's my brother. Brother just passed. Like, if he called, I'm answering every time. You feel me? But shout out to Geechee because he is the other side of that battle, and I feel like that was the perfect opponent. You feel me? And I don't think he's about to just walk through Shotty. No, we're gonna talk about that. But I had to rep though, Jen. Of course. Her whole shit saying she zeroed in on me.
I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready. I thought this was, a whole different conversation. I wasn't.
But Loaded Lux versus New Jersey Twerk, keys to victory. Who wants to start?
Oh man. Okay. Loaded Lux, New Jersey Twerk, Summer Madness in London, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like Lux has ever I can't say that though. I was about to lie. All right, so Lux has used his star power before. Every time he say, first smack back, I got a nigga to back smack, and they say it with him.
Nostalgia, facts.
Or the way he ended his rounds, but you're cutting into my and all that. So I think all Lux got to do is be Lux. Lux ain't one of them artists that got to try what's popular. He don't got to punch more. He don't got to perform more. He don't got to show up in a Gucci suit unless he on some old Harlem shit. Like, I think he just has to go and be Lux. It's obvious London is receptive to battle rap and him. You know what I'm saying? So he just got to be him. Twerk. I hate to do this to Twerk, but it's always the if factor. You know what I'm saying? And remember, you started that over here. Niggas having the if factor.
If factor. If, not it. If, for those who don't got on headphones right now.
You know what I'm saying? If Twerk come in that joint, super prepared, all three, it's gonna be a long night for the legend, man. It's gonna be a long night for the legend. Key takeaways. You saw Twerk show up to the face-off with the dashiki and all of that stuff on. Now, selling the fight and the face-off is one thing. I don't think that he should I don't want him to get in a Lux bag to prove that he could do that to Lux. I don't think he should. I don't think he should rhyme about the passages deeper than China and find China's no rhymes more to find. I don't think Twerk should do that.
I think if he did it in New York, it would be effective. But in London, I don't think it would resonate as much.
I think it would.
You think it would?
I think it would, definitely. It might not be Harlem, it might not be New York, where it might not be his stomping ground, but this is going to be a battle rap engaged audience. This is going to be an audience that is very in tune with Lux, what Lux represents, what the talk is with Lux, and how Twerk can I feel like there's not much in this thing that Twerk can't do, and I feel like he can come and do that, and the London audience would definitely be receptive to do that. To that, it's definitely not New York, right? But London have followed, you know, the UK fans have followed Lux every step of the way. They understand what it means if Twerk flips that back on him and, you know, gives him that Lux talking to. Like I feel like that will definitely go down, and I feel I feel like Twerk, obviously, right? You said the thing that Twerk needs to not do is mess up, right? He needs to come prepared. He needs to come with that shit locked in, trained in, you know, so that he's not up there stumbling, he's not up there concentrating on thinking about, he's up there in full flow state, you know, from first round to the last round, engaged, locked in. I feel like if he does that, you know, he's even against the legend that is Lux. I feel like that's a powerful thing. Just having Twerk up there, focused all 3 rounds, amazing at his highest potential. Like I feel like it's one that he has to take super seriously. If Twerk doesn't take Lux seriously, I think it says something about him. It changes perhaps perception of him, and I think that's something that Twerk will be somewhat conscious of. And yeah, that to me is the ultimate key to victory. For it's the thing that he must not do, and the one thing that he must do. And I know that's real boring, but that's the be all and end all for me when it comes to Twerk, pretty much. Henny, I'm sure you can add some shit that maybe I'm not thinking about, because maybe I'm biased here as the newer generation fan and as a, you know, big Twerk lover. Not that I don't respect and understand what Lux can and will do, right? But like I said, for me, that's the be all and end all for Twerk.
You actually just made me see something different, because I was looking at it like, okay, I specified New York because that's where he did the whole song and dance that Twerk kind of mimicked. But I feel like you just made me realize it's a lot of people that's just been watching that and haven't had access to that at all over there. So while these people are watching it like, yeah, I was there when he did that, or they looking at it like, yo, this is you know what I mean? So when Twerk
bringing that to us,
when Twerk does it, they felt like they've been watching it, felt like it was so it will hit just as hard, because I wasn't there when he put on the gray hoodie, but I'm on record. I don't care. Listen, I just keep it real with the tribals, bro. I dropped a tear when Lux put on that gray hoodie and that 2-on-2. I've said that on this channel before. It was like a whole accumulation of, dog, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm somebody to this culture that Lux what helped create and build, and now I'm in this building and he put in this gray hood. It was like a full circle moment. I dropped a tear, bro. You know what I mean? So Lux does have that effect, even if you wasn't necessarily so you actually just made me realize that. So Twerk can utilize that. You know, that was props to Lux, but I said that to say I guess Twerk kind of can utilize that and it'd be effective. But I see what Spiff was saying as far as don't overdo that. You know what I mean? And I think Twerk knows that. Twerk got the ability to get to kind of mimic his opponents or bother his opponents in a way that he knows what's going to push their buttons, say something in the promo that make you think he gonna say this in the battle, or do this in the battle knowing that you're gonna do this, and then he got a line for that. So I think Twerk, I think he got a good game plan, and I hate to fucking be a parrot in this joint, but I think the most obvious thing Twerk need for a key to victory is 3 rounds, man. Like 3 of them joints though, because if it is like we think it's going to be, like it sounds like it's going to be right now, he's going to have to do a lot to win the first. Even being Twerk, he might want to save his strapped in for the second. Because if it's anything like when Tay Rock came out and
when he did the jump, yeah.
Now, granted, that same exact day, Twerk made the smoke alarm go off in that joint. You feel me? But they've seen Twerk now. You feel me? Some people was in the building. Other people have looked at that just like they looked at the old Lux performances. They looked at it enough to you know what I mean? You know, Twerk was here. Lux ain't never been there. It's just something different. So I think that Twerk needs to make sure he got 3 rounds because he can't die in the first, which I don't think this is going to happen anyway. But he can't die in the first because then it's going to be a super uphill battle and all that. But he's going to have to do too much to win the first. So I don't think he should put his best round in the first. Not saying he should give Lux a round. He should try to outright Lux all 3 rounds.
But be strategic.
If Lux execute like he's supposed to execute, that first round is his for him to lose.
Yeah.
Facts. You know what I mean? So now we got the rest of the battle. Twerk has all the intangibles outside of that nostalgia. Lux gonna use that nostalgia in that first, 100%.
For sure.
Now it's time for this battle. What Twerk got? Strapped in, bouncing, look alive. You know, he got the performance factor over Lux, all that. Now Lux got to worry about keeping the crowd entertained 3 rounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, because him and Nitty had a good jump, a great jump, but a lot of people got Nitty winning just off the 3 rounds. Strong, entertaining 3 rounds.
Let me ask you this though. Does the complexity of what Lux does as far as lyrics and all that compare to all the special moves that Twerk have to where Lux don't have to do that? All he got to do.
I'm gonna say this, right? One thing I noticed about over there, London, UK, if you listen to that, it's a reason why Drake said they're the better lyricists. If you listen to how they rap, they don't save no words. They don't save. They rapping. They going. They lyricists. And so I think Lux style works for those ears very well. I don't think. I mean, you know, he always gonna be remind your finest more to find, but they gonna be picking it up as he putting it down. You know what I mean,
definitely.
I think you got to keep it entertaining still, but they gonna be keeping up with him. He gonna have to run it back because they gonna stop him. But he got to be prepared for that though. Because Lux does seem to, and they like to. You know what I mean, these super god tiers that don't come outside a lot. That crowd reaction be throwing these niggas off.
Yeah. Sometimes
and reaction is going to be a big factor, and it's a big stage. It's going to be an excited crowd. It's his debut. There's going to be a lot of outside interference to some extent that you've got to manage and like you say, the staying entertaining when you're against someone who is such an electrifying performer will definitely be a factor. But I think if Lux keeps it snappy and, you know, maintains that kind of composure and consistency throughout, the crowd will be with him still. He'll keep the crowd. He won't lose the crowd unless, you know, he really ventures into kind of dry territory, because like you said, the London crowd will be here for intricate lyricism and for, you know, to really hear some raps. They will be listening with their rap ears and not just looking for performance.
Yeah.
Do y'all think either one of them has to angle each other, or could it just be your special move versus my special move every round? So where
I gotta yield that back to Jen, because I want to say that over there you should probably just kind of keep it more for their crowd, everything. But Jen, I feel like Jen basically saying anything we know, they know and love.
I'm expecting a conversation. I'm expecting a whole conversation as well. Then, you know, I expect there's things there's career breakdowns and talking about, you know, positions in it. Like there's that we are in tune. We are in tune. Like this is not just a London crowd, it's a crowd who follow, you know, especially the biggest of names in this thing, you know, like this is an in tune crowd who want to hear a conversation between one of, you know, the pioneers of this shit and then one of its biggest and most influential rising stars. There's a whole conversation between a cross-generational conversation there for them to have. Lux represents one thing, you know, Twerk loves to tear down what it is that you represent and tell you why, you know, why you're a hypocrite. I feel like there's a talking to.
Yeah, and you know what?
And Lux is gonna like look at Twerk, you know, the most the battler bar none with the most unfulfilled potential, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would say he's in terms of the gap between what he could do and where he has fallen at times, right? I feel like there's no greater there's a specific word I'm looking for, but you know what I'm getting at, right? And I feel like Lux is the perfect person to tell him you're abusing your talent, you're a waste of fucking space. Like, how dare you treat this thing of ours in this way? Like, how dare you treat your talent like this? This is God-given. Like you say, you're a man of God, you know, like there's a whole conversation that they can have with each other. Lux, Twerk can talk about, you know, how you weren't outside like that, you know, you came and you pioneered this thing, but we've held this shit down. You were nowhere to be found. You've just come back up now when it's popular. Like, took you a minute, you were washed up, like you had to you know, go through Geechee and go through Nitty, and now you're here against me because I'm the guy, you know, I'm the titan at this, and I'm gonna make you fall. Like, there's an intricate conversation. I feel that we want to hear the raps, right? This is one of the greatest battle rappers bar none. We want to hear Lux rap and just, we want them to, you know, go at each other. But I feel like there's substance here. There's substance here, and the London crowd will be here for that.
I ain't mad at that. As I bring up homie who was supposed to been here.
Uh-oh. Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
My bad.
What's up, Mel?
So, but
what's good?
I got a question for you in 2 seconds though. But as far as what Jem was just saying and I feel like the smaller, because it's not just like when I say over there, it's not just a London thing. I feel like maybe if you go to the riot in Compton, or if you go to Black Ice in Milwaukee, or it's certain what they call it, niche markets where the angles don't matter as much as the entertainment. So that's why I was kind of saying that about London. Like maybe they should focus more on keeping the crowd interactive than angling. But you just sold me though, because I would love to hear what they got to say each time on some big dog. You could have been big dog, should have been big dog. So I would absolutely love that. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I would love that. Yo, but real quick, go ahead and introduce yourself. Let people know your platform, and then tell us why you was late.
What's good, gang? Y'all know the vibes. This is the Impact the Culture podcast. It's your boy, Young Sean. Shout out to my dog, Battle Rap Trap. Salute to the trappers. Hey, I was late because, man, shit like be like sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying?
Now, we not even gonna do the predictions tonight because Av was here for about an hour. Then we done took about 30 minutes longer than I thought we was gonna take on this topic. But I'm glad because we got good content out of it. So I'll bring you back up for the actual bulletproof predictions. We definitely gonna get that out to Venice next weekend.
Okay.
But we talking about Lux and Twerk. We talking about keys to victory. We not necessarily calling a winner. You came in the middle of the conversation, so I want to know what your keys to victory for each would be. But based off of the conversation we was just having, I want to ask you who do you think got the better content, Lux or Twerk, as far as just bar for bar, lyricist for lyricist?
Man, that's a tough one. I actually came in where Jen was talking about the conversation that they can have. And she was breaking it down. That was dope. Like how she was breaking it down. I actually agree with them points. You know what I'm saying? They both lyrical, you feel me, but in different ways. So I would say Twerk does have content, but if we just going based off of like strictly conversational content, I might have to edge that to Lux. You know what I'm saying? But explosive content, I gotta edge that to Twerk. You know what I'm saying? They can both have like a conversation, but Twerk can make it land where it's just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like a build up with Lux. He build it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, the keys to victory because we already said ours, you know what I mean? So we basically main things we put on the table was Twerk got to be 100% prepared, 3 rounds, you know what I'm saying? And Lux got to be ready for the reaction that he's going to get and to keep the crowd entertained, not just from the beginning when he got the nostalgia effect, but all through the 3 rounds as well. You know what I mean? That kind of sum up what we said already, but you know, the people who watch it know exactly what everybody said. But what do you think, though?
I actually agree with that as well. You know what I'm saying? I think a key for Twerk is definitely just being clean. You know what I'm saying? Being prepared. You feel me? I think that a battle of this magnitude against Lux, like every little point gonna matter. So he got to be clean. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost. And I agree with Lux. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the crowd as far as like he builds it up as I was just explaining. It's dope content in there. You know what I'm saying? But in the building. You know what I'm saying? It's a build-up versus Twerk. It's you know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I think I was in the building actually for Lux versus Nitty, right? So first round, Nitty going crazy. You feel me? Lux rap his first round. He be like, I had to get the feel. You know what I'm saying? But we seen what happened in that first round versus what happened in the second round. So I think a key to victory is Lux coming out and being explosive out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Because the battle changed versus Nitty in the second round. He caught the energy. He knew what was going on. The material, the delivery, everything was on point. So I think just coming out being explosive off the gate. I know he painted a picture, but going against Twerk, he gonna have to have some, you know what I'm saying? They got to land in the first round. I think that's that first round is important for both of
them. Yeah. Hold on. Okay.
Let's get it.
So hold on. So who we got winning the first? Because it sounds like we all kind of know that. But now, one thing that you didn't say in there that we did say earlier, Lux has not been seen out there. He got Lux in London shirts. He got a whole movement. He walking on water right now into that building. All right. So his first round really should and could be just such a juggernaut round. It is going to be hard for Twerk to. That's an uphill battle for Twerk. It's not going to be like the Nitty battle in America. We seen Lux small room. Now it's more like the Summer Madness 2. Return of the Legend. This nigga walking in with caskets. He walking on water. Oh my God, what the fuck is Lux? You feel me? So who we got winning the first round? Because Twerk is a first round. Like
that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think the first round is important. Like in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Twerk low-key needs to win the first round. If I'm gonna keep it a bean, he needs to win the first round. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to see.
You said the opposite of what I said.
I feel like he need to win the first. He need to let them know, like, I'm here. They like you with the whole Lux pulling up. But if Twerk just go crazy in the first round, it's like, oh, we got one versus like a light first round, and then Lux go crazy. It's like, oh, this is what we thought was gonna happen. You feel me?
You know what? I think Twerk needs to go first. I think
I was just about to say who goes first.
They go crazy for him, and then let Lux go ahead and build off the momentum, and then that second round be the 1-1. That would make that would turn this into a classic.
That'd be perfect. I agree.
Yeah, I was gonna say that before you, just as you said it, I was gonna say, yeah, definitely who goes first, I think could turn the tide, but of how that first round goes, but I feel like it definitely, like, it's one of those it's one of those gifts that you don't often get. It's an intangible, right? It's a debut, and it's London. Like it's you get extra point, like you get an extra boost from that. Like you get that's a one, a Mario 1-up. Like it's an unfair advantage that you have in that one-off occasion. I don't know why I'm frozen. And you've absolutely got to make the most of that. And I feel like if Lux does that, it's hard, like it's very hard to surpass that intangible. Like, not that Twerk can't do it, but I'm kind of, unless Twerk is literally coming to kind of crucify Lux and knows that he's sitting on the 3 best rounds of material that anyone anywhere has ever heard, then I'm like, I'm thinking maybe, you know, be strategic as well, and not write off that round, but, you know, plan on, if you're going to drop a round, it will be that one, and then you kind of, you know, put your power, your most potent stuff in the second two, because yeah, you've got, Lux has this advantage that Twerk can't, you can't neutralize that. There's no neutralizing a debut and a Lux debut in London. Like, it's just yeah. So
Jen, let me ask you this. Let me just make sure I understand real quick. So let's say that Twerk comes out and it's just he goes first, and it's a crazy first round. It's undeniable. I'm talking about the building going crazy nonstop. You think that it's not going to be as effective versus it being like that in the second round? I'm just trying to make sure I understand.
I feel like if Twerk goes first and does all of that and has a crazy round, it's kind of almost reset, because now it's like, okay, now it's Lux. Like, now it's the thing that we rated. The battle was announced. Like, that was a crazy round from Twerk. He went crazy, but now the show's starting.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. But it also
I like that. I like that.
Pressure back on Lux.
For sure. It does.
This is the most electrifying. All right, like if
yeah,
Twerk, that's what I'm thinking. I'm about to put the pressure on him rather than the pressure being on me in this first round. I mean, now you got to match that.
Yeah,
and don't choke either. You feel me? Don't have to get the feel, because I ain't had to get the feel.
Yeah,
I ain't had to get the feel.
I think everybody's expectation of both of their first rounds is real high, but like y'all was saying, or at least I felt like y'all was saying, the battle starts in the second round. You went crazy in the first. This is your debut. You went crazy in the first. Can you do it again? You know what I'm saying?
And then give us 3 of them things, man.
Yeah, give us 3 of them, man, please.
Exactly. Give us 3 of them in London, man. I'm gonna tell you something. London is prime real estate for classics, bro. London is prime real estate for classics.
The energy,
the steel yard specifically is prime real estate for classics. From URL to KOTD, classics have went down in that room. Classic moments. We talking about, like I said, man, Twerk made the smoke alarm go off. The gun title symbol was invented in London. Pat Stay and Tay Rock, come on, man. The almost fight and the whole angle of
like London to me.
Come on, man. What? And then you go to KOTD, they had who was it? Was it Sharon versus A-Ward or Sharon versus Rome? It was classic. Go check it out. They had the title match over there. I can't remember the motherfucking title of it. Y'all better get y'all KOTD knowledge up. I don't like the way everybody just look left when I said that.
I'm thinking we watched all them battles. I'm just trying
of course we not. I think we probably did that too. It's just old as hell. But
my knowledge of what happened where. Like,
it's so long. It's like this before. These are pre-corona battles, but this was the steel yard though. And the fact that it was pre-corona tell you how long it's been since like they fiending for that shit. They need that shit over there, man. Yo, London is prime real estate for this shit, man. This ain't New York, aka Boo York. I ain't gonna lie. Houston been getting spoiled and not rated in the last couple of years too, between URL, TBL. Shit, fucking Trenches was about to go down there. Like, Houston been getting spoiled like hell. LA had the whole corona. London waiting, bro.
This card is like a love letter to London. It's almost like
that's
we missed you.
We haven't forgotten you.
This is it. We missed you, and it's been a minute. So here's what we're giving you. You know, on paper, the battle that could be the best battle ever so far that has ever existed, and we're bringing that to your city.
Not for nothing, I can't think of nowhere better for it. Like you know, a lot of battles when it comes to this, the venues matter, the cities matter, the leagues matter. Like the only place that would even have the magnitude of London would have to be New York, but then New York come with a lot of shit. Respectfully to New York, but like just from traffic to lateness to this to that to this to that, it makes for a different event environment.
And it gives a home advantage as well. If it's in New York, there's a home advantage.
For who?
Av just insisted that Twerk kicked Mook ass in New York. So Twerk, I think Twerk is one of them universal figures that we can't.
Yeah, Twerk is.
He is, but Lux in New York is different, right? Like it's Lux.
Yeah.
Respectfully, not that Mook isn't Mook. I feel like Mook also got home court advantage in New York. Like I feel like that was a factor. I feel like that battle looks different somewhere else.
Okay, so are you saying that Mook needed New York, but Lux doesn't?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Don't get me in trouble with talking about religion. I didn't say that. I was just making an observation that as it's in London, it's neutral territory. Another separate observation, completely separate.
Don't get Mook and my mom again.
Let me get my diplomacy bag. No, come on. I did not say that. I'm just saying, like, you know, I feel like Mook's battle felt like it was Mook and Twerk felt like it was a New York battle, like, or it was in New York. Yeah. Like we felt that, and Mook clearly felt that because he played that to his advantage.
Yeah.
As anybody should.
As you should, agree. As you should.
Okay, so let me ask you this: no hidden agenda or nothing. Just now that Mook name came up. I don't think Mook is battled out there. Would London be just as excited for Mook as they are for Lux?
I think.
Yeah, so. I don't see why not.
I don't know. I feel like Lux is more because of the lyricism. I think as well. Not that Lux. I can't say that. That just sounds terrible. As though Mook isn't insanely lyrical.
No, we know what you mean. You know, Lux is definitely like a word bender for
real. In terms
Mook is the flow master, but
in
Lux
terms
is
of
word.
Yeah, layered writing and intricate kind of penmanship with immense substance. I feel like that is something that the UK crowd really appreciate in Lux. What was the question?
As far as I feel like you answered though. You know, when you
trying to stay respectful all times as well. You know,
you tap dancing, but you answered the question. you get already. So let me out, though. Let me out.
But also, I feel like this Lux as well. Right now is a different beast. Like, this Mook, both actually, both to an extent. But I feel like Mook in particular, I feel like is a different beast right now. But we'll talk about that at another time. So this current form Mook, we'll see what he does. You know, versus Hitman. But I feel like this current form Mook in London could be different gravy. But yeah.
That's what's up, though. That's what's up, though, man. Listen, I hope that Lux and Twerk look at this and realize the high hopes that we have for this battle.
Yeah,
man.
This feels like I ain't gonna say a resurrection for URL, but this feels like URL. Gnome announcements felt like Gnome. Unfortunately, what happened when Rex happened, and kind of left a stale feeling on the event because the main event didn't go down. But the announcements felt like Gnome again. This feels like Summer Madness again, like 2018 and before type Summer Madnesses. Like it's that major, and it's relying heavily on this main event. You know what I mean? All of the other announcements, AWOL wasn't announced, Shotty wasn't announced. We already had high expectations. We already had high expectations for the card and for this main event. You know what I mean? So I hope they know that. I really hope they know that, man. We looking forward to this, young man. Anything y'all want to say on this topic before we end this?
I just want to say real quick. Sorry for being late. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't really rock like that. I just want to let y'all know I'm more professional than that. You know what I'm saying? It was just a crazy.
I was just down playing, man.
I'm just saying, Trav. You know, gang. You know how I move. I'm professional, gang.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you pulled up, man. You added to the convo, to the dialogue, and all that for sure. You know what
Thanks
I mean?
for the invite. You know what I'm saying? What we doing? I know y'all talked about it real quick, but can I just ask y'all what we doing, man? Tay Rock versus Fonz. I just want to know what's the energy. How y'all feeling? I know y'all talked about it, but I missed it. How y'all feeling about this?
That's what I said. We didn't do no predictions yet. We only we did an Av interview, then we started talking about keys to victory for this jump. It ended up being a 45-minute conversation. But I ain't scared though. It is murder.
No, it's okay. I thought I missed it.
No. Since you asked Ohio, nigga.
You know it.
That's why I asked.
You know it.
This is Merlin that you're talking to, though. You feel me?
You know it. I know.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Fonz. We call him Fonz Foreman over here. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Fonz Foreman. But Merlin, Tay Rock is on a mission. He 30 in niggas best material, city to city, state to state, finna be from country to country. That's how I feel. I don't now, Chin, you could let me know. We ain't doing predictions for real. I just gotta wear it on my chest.
We can talk about it.
But you let me know though. Is Fonz in trouble? Because Tay Rock a superhero. We seen that over there already.
Yeah.
Fonz in trouble just like star power wise. Because Fonz is still that, but is he in trouble star power wise?
I feel like yes, right? Because I feel like Fonz will have seen Tay Rock battle many a time, right? He's been in the building, seen him battle many a time, seen the reception that he gets. But that reception, when Tay Rock walked out on that same Steel Yard stage against Pat Stay, like that's different. That's different. That love that Tay Rock gets in London, like, is special. Like it's not. I feel like, you know, that aura and that presence will be magnified. It will be magnified. And whilst, you know, Fonz is a star in his own right, and he's, you know, crafted his own catalog and resume of amazing battles and performances and built a huge fan base as well over here. Rock is Rock. He's the logo. You know, I'm seeing talk about him being discussed as the battle rap logo. Never mind the URL logo, like as the logo of battle rap, for crying out loud. Like
niggas are comparing themselves to Tay Rock when they talking about being the best at stuff. Like he's I'm the Tay Rock of drinking Henny, man. Like
right.
Well, this ain't Henny, this Crown, but I'm the Tay Rock of drinking Henny though. You feel me?
I feel you. I understand. So yo, but I know, you know what I'm saying, you definitely right with the Maryland vibe, and you know, I'm from Ohio and all that, but like, yeah, man, you know, Tay Rock is like the GOAT, though. You feel me? So for me personally, and you know, Fonz is from my city. That's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm hoping for is the battle of the year type of contender. That's what I'm hoping for. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm like, I just want to know how y'all felt about the battle, because me personally, I'm looking forward, because it's like my favorite battle rapper going against my bro. You know what I'm saying? On the biggest stage. You feel me? So it's like, I just hope that we get a fire. I hope that, I know he about to go crazy. We talking about Rock, he gonna go crazy too. So I hope it results in the fire battle. You know what I'm saying?
I think keys to victory for this. I really ain't got shit I could tell Rock in this one. You know what I mean? Just do what you know you're supposed to do. But for Fonz, if I gotta give him no. Do
what he do. Do what he do, bro.
Yes, bro. Of course do what he do. But it's something to dealing with that energy. So what I'm trying to say is, don't get this. The key to victory for him, in my opinion, would be don't get distracted. Write rounds. Don't write 2-minute rounds. Remember them shits, because Fonz has had that trouble with being a little shaky. And if he get distracted and that shit if he don't know it like the back of his hand, it's, you know, who knows what's gonna happen if he get distracted. So of course, it's no doubt in Fonz's pen. I'm Maryland all day. I got Tay Rock all day. But as far as him being able to just write with the best of them, no doubt in that. Now, them other key variables matter more than just what he got on that paper. You got to be able to perform it. You got to be able to hear how crazy they go for him and stay focused on your material. As a battle rapper, I know how it feels to hear a haymaker hit and then knock a whole round out your head. And you got to sit there the whole rest of the time this nigga rapping. You got to remember what you're supposed to say. That's how it's. I imagine it's like a boxer getting punched in the face and like continuing the fight, but still trying to gather themselves. Like, hold on, that last joke got me kind of flustered. You know what I mean? That's what it's like. And so yeah, they just Pong gotta stay focused because if Rock do what he been doing out there with the star power he already got and the love he got and the superstardom, it could be a long night if he let it. So
it could be a movie too, though. I'm telling y'all, man, it could be a movie. I'm telling y'all,
it could be a movie one. It could be a movie one. It could be a long night for Fonz too, though. You feel me? Like,
hold on, man. Back up, Jim. Tell him back up, Jim.
Nah.
You talking about
he's right.
He's right. He's not gonna let you go like that.
If Fonz listening, he know him. Like this how I talk to Fonz though. And Fonz keep it real with me. Like Fonz can't come up to me after my battles and tell me where he think I went wrong and all that. Like, like that's just real. Battle rap. That ain't nothing about doubting somebody's abilities.
No, that's a fact.
This is keys to victory right here. This is simply how do I win this battle? You know what I mean? Right. Not how do I make this a good battle? How do I win this battle? And he wins this battle by not battling Tay Rock.
Wait a minute. What?
He did all that to do that, right? He's a wild.
Yo.
Nah.
No, but you know what? That's kind of there's kind of a gem in there in that. Like, don't try and battle the star, right? Don't battle Tay Rock, the aura, the personality. Like, don't try and battle that presence because you can't.
Right? I'm telling y'all, my dog about to be locked in. Rock is the logo. I want y'all to understand, though. Like, Rock is my favorite. I do this. Y'all know what's up. But we talking about my bro. I'm just saying, don't sleep. I told you about John, Henny. Did I not tell you? Did I not tell you what happened?
Hold on. But I didn't have him losing to John. I had him beating John. I predicted him beating John though.
Niggas will sleep. I'm telling y'all, he wanted them. I'm not saying Rock not Rock though, y'all. Don't get it. That's Rock.
John, he had a lot going on at that time. It was like, and you going against Fonz Foreman. And to Jen's, I feel like, but the thing that Jen didn't say when she just said that very mean thing, she said it real mean. I feel like she was talking about the location as well. Like you fucking with the wrong nigga in the wrong place. Like, you know what I mean? But I feel like in a lot of places in America, this is a more evenly matched. Battle.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I respect it.
That didn't come across mean.
I respect it.
I didn't know. Man, you know I'm full of shit, man.
I mean, I feel like she was saying, don't battle the star power, battle the skill set.
Yeah. Don't try and battle that aura and that presence. Like, that's literally it. That's it.
I ain't
what happens if Fonz walk away victorious? What happens if Fonz takes the win in London? What happens then? I'm not saying. I'm just asking.
That's a win in London against Tay Rock. That's
a major win. That's a major. That's
a huge scalp right there.
What? And then London loves him because he did that for them. Like they accept that like a gift. Like for real. Hell yeah. Come on,
I think that shit gonna be fire though, y'all. Like this literally like a dream match for me type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to see it come to life. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. You know what though? With it being Tay Rock, I think Fonz know everything we just said, and he probably gonna lose some sleep tonight fighting for this nigga. You feel me?
You know what I'm talking about, bro. You feel me? Because he know what's up with me. Niggas know I fuck with Rock though. Like that's my.
You tell him don't even look at this. Like
I'm telling you, I'm like, yo, they was bombing on me, bro.
Them was jokes.
A joke, I kid.
No, but this is Summer Madness, right? And this is the top of the top, the best guys who do this, right? And when you go against Rock, you don't expect it to be like if people it's Rock.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? And no one's saying that it's not going to be a fight. No one's not going to saying it's not going to be an amazing battle. But you're battling Rock in London. There are certain intangibles that come with that and are very difficult to neutralize. And Fonz can come in and, you know, Fonz can get a win, right? It's not to say he can't. This is an impossible battle for him to win. It's just there are certain intangibles that he needs to bear in mind and make sure he focuses and stays on job so that he's at his best. You know, he can't win if he's not focused. Like, there's just no way. Like, if Tay Rock's on top form and Fonz is not locked in and clean and, you know, it's not gonna work.
We're gonna end it right here. But young is your name Young Sean or Young Sean?
Young Sean.
Okay, I ain't want to say it wrong. That's why I told you. You know what I mean? But if you gonna join us again when we re-bring this up, we also got to bring up, and I don't want to talk about it right now because we went too far over. I got to put something in my stomach, and I know Jen on the other side of the pond. I know she did this for us. I know it's late over there. You feel me? Spiff got work in the morning. I'm sure you got some business to tend to, but we got to remember to talk about the fact that Tay Rock is also battling on the by the pound card too.
Yeah.
How much will that?
Yeah,
affect that glow and all that? You know what I mean? So y'all, if y'all watching in the chat, y'all stay tuned. Y'all answer that in the chat. Let me know what y'all think. So when we bring it back up, I can read some of y'all comments on that. Do y'all think that having 2 battles that weekend will affect Tay Rock's performance? Other than that, man, we should all sign out, man. We start with the company. What's up, homie?
Oh man, y'all know the vibes. This is the Impact the Culture podcast. Big salute to my dog Trap bringing me up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody tuned in right now, man. Salute. We working, gang. We outside. A lot of interviews and all that.
Fast.
It's been fun. It's been fun. Shout out to Trappers.
Hey man,
Tune in. Keep tuning in.
We ain't had a full panel with a guest in a long time, so this was real nostalgic for me. This felt like the energy it needed to be for the topic that we needed to have. So I'm gonna end this. If y'all remember, like I always used to end this, I'm gonna say shout out to everything and everybody, man.
We out here chilling, reminiscing, sipping Henny, smoking sour, leaving flowers for the day. Shit ain't been the same since you left. Hit me like a hole in a chest. We out here chilling, reminiscing, sipping Henny, smoking sour, leaving flowers for the day. Shit ain't been the same since you left. Hit me like a hole in a chest.
Days like this and she ain't lie. It's not even 10 a.m. and I'm drinking and getting high. I'm doing whatever to keep me from saying bye. I can hear my grandmother right now like take your time. I'm hoping to make her cry. I was praying it wasn't true, but knowing it was your time was sick when I got the news. My grandpops and pops, goddamn I'ma miss them too, cause they taught me to be a man and now I'm raising a few. Remember smoking with Josh, busting that 50 y'all. Living like tomorrow was promised and many more. But now in your memory, I'm letting this Henny pour. For all my people that's gone, I'm doing this shit for y'all from the heart.
We out here chilling, reminiscing, sipping Henny, smoking sour, leaving flowers for the day. Shit ain't been the same since you left. Hit me like a hole in a chest.